हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक ऑन आवर चैनल वेदांत एजुकेशन। कैसे हो? फाइन, गुड। As your queries, so today we are going to start numerical analysis based on the concept of electric field intensity. Today we will learn how we determine the electric field intensity. So come on the basic questions. Let's a point charge, the value of point charge is at 10 coulomb, and at a point P which is situated at a distance, suppose 10 meter. Question says to you that find out the electrical intensity at point P. Find out the electrical intensity due to this point charge at point P. So you know from the definition of electrical intensity, E equal to K Q by R square. Value of K for vacuum 9 into 10 power 9, right? So E equal to 9 into 10 power 9, Q 10, distance square 10 square, that is 100. 1 0 cancelled out, and it is 9 into 1 power reduced because here it is 10. So 10 to the power 8 Newton per coulomb. This is the basic simple question of electrical intensity due to a point charge. Let's see the next example. If we have a square, here at the vertices of the square, charges are 10 coulomb, suppose 20 coulomb, minus 10 coulomb, plus or minus 20 coulomb, right? In the question, the length of the side of square is 10 meter. He says to you, find out the electrical intensity at point O. It is a square of side length 10 meter. The charges are placed at the vertices of the square as you are looking in the figure. 10 coulomb, 20 coulomb, minus 10 coulomb, minus 20 coulomb. What will be the sign? You are going to find out the net electrical intensity at point O. So you know the distance of this point from the charges OA, OB, OC, and this one at OD. Sorry, point it is D point. From the geometry of figure, OA equal to OB equal to OC equal to OD. All are equal because it is a square, so these distances are same. OA equal to OB equal to OC equal to OD. Now the value of OD or OA OBC, you know this is the hypotenuse base perpendicular. Total length of this DC will be 10 root 2 by applying the Pythagoras theorem. So the value of OD will be DC divided by 2, just half. So it will be 10 root 2 divided by 2. Root 2 से root 2 times cancelled out हुआ, right? So OD, the value of OD is 10 divided by root 2 meter. Clear? Now you will find out the value of charge 10 coulomb at O by the charge 20 coulomb at O. Intensity due to charge placed at A, let E1. So E1 equal to K, value of K for vacuum 9 10 power 9, Q 10 coulomb. KQ by R square. OA equal to OD. It is 10 by root 2 whole square. So it becomes 9 into 10 power 10 over 100 root 2 ka square. It is 2 and it will be here. So 2 power get reduced. The answer 9 to the 18. Power reduced by 2, that is 18 Newton per Coulomb. It is even, right? Now you see the direction. It is positive charge. Positive charge, so by this electric field at point O will be in this direction. It is even. Good. Now electric field intensity due to plus 20 charge, 20 coulomb charge. Plus 20 coulomb charge is placed at B. Let E2. So E2 will be same way में K 9 10 to power 9 Q 20 by R square same 100 into 2 ऊपर चला जाएगा. पावर रिड्यूस कर दो 8 रह जाएंगी. E2 equal to 9 to the 2 to the 4 9 the 36 power 8 Newton per Coulomb. Right? Let the electric field intensity due to minus 10 coulomb charge placed at C at O. Let E3 equal to KQ, same way K 10 power 9 Q 10. Here minus sign will represent the direction. You consider only the magnitude here. KQ 10 by distance square 10 10 100 तो ऊपर चला जाएगा. So it is 2 9 18 10 is power 8 Newton per Coulomb. Same way में now see the directions of E2. E2 is the plus 20 charge. E2 by this 20 plus coulomb charge. So direction will be this one E2. Now it is minus charge. So direction due to this charge will be in this direction towards the negative charge. Okay. It is E3. Right. Now we are going to find out the electric field intensity at point O due to the minus 20 coulomb charge. Electric field intensity at O due to minus 20 coulomb charge. Let E4. Okay. So E4 same way KQ K 9 10 power 9 Q 20 और R स्क्वायर 100 ऊपर चला जाएगा. सो E4 equal to 36 10 power 8 Newton per Coulomb. These are the 4 electric field intensities due to the point charges which are placed at vertices A, B, C and D. The direction of E4, it is the minus Q charge. So it will attract. The electric field line will insert toward the negative charge. So direction will be in this way. Right? It is E4. To find out the net electric field intensity at O, we are here that E1 and E3 are in the same direction. दोनों की दोनों E1 और E3 and E2 and E4 are in the same direction. So both separately add up. So let the electric field intensity of both of these is E dash. Okay. And net electric field intensity of both these components E double dash here. So to find out the net electric field intensity, we will add up both of these components according to the vector sum formula. See here, electric field intensity at O due to both E1 and E3 are in same direction. So E dash equal to E1 plus E3 because both are in same direction. The value of E1 18 into 10 power 8. Value of E3 18 into 10 to the power 8. So it becomes twice just 36 10 power 8 Newton per Coulomb. Electric field intensity both are in the same direction, E2 and E4. E2 and E4 are in same direction. So net electric field intensity of both at O, let E double dash, this is E double dash, so E double dash will be equal to sum of E2 and E4, E2 plus E4. Now substitute the value of E2 and E4, both are 36 10 power 8 plus 36 10 power 8. It is 72 10 power 8 Newton per Coulomb. We have find out sum of these, both of these, because both are in the same direction. E1 and E3 are in the same direction, and also E2 and E4 are in the same direction. Net electric field intensity at O will go through the bisector of both of these, E dash and E double dash. Now we have two electric field intensities. One is E dash and another one is E double dash. The angle between both is 90 degree. So by using the vector sum formula, we can calculate electric field intensity at O equal to root of E dash square. E dash square, how much? It is 36 10 to the power 8 whole square plus 72 10 to the power 8 whole square plus 2 E1 E2 cos 90, cos 90, value of cos 90 0, so it will be 0. So E0 equal to root of 36 into 10 power 8 whole square plus 72 into 10 power 8 whole square. Now take the common, 36 into 10 power 8, you can take the common, 36 into 10 to the power 8. Here 1 and from here 2 and the square of 2 is 4. 4 plus 1, 5. Root 5 Newton per Coulomb EO. Direction wise अगर बात करें तो direction vertically downward and the vertical directions are present by the J cap, plus J cap for the vertical upward and minus J cap for vertically downwards. So here we will introduce minus J cap. Minus J cap represent the direction of electric field intensity at O. Now see again, we have a question in the form of a square. It is a system of charges. The charges are of 10 coulomb, 20 coulomb, minus 20 coulomb. So first we find out the electric field intensity due to these charges at point A, or at point O, E1, E2, E3, E4. By directions we can conclude that E1 and E3 are in the same direction, so both will be added up. So it is E dash, and E2 and E4 are in the same direction, so you have calculated the net E2 and E4 is E double dash, and E double dash and E dash are acting at a 90 degree, so resultant of both electric field intensity at point O, which will be the net electric field intensity at point O, is 36 into 10 power 8 root 5 minus J cap. Got it? Let's see the next question. We have a system of charge in form of a equilateral triangle. It is the equilateral triangle. Vertices of this are A, B, C. charges are placed here. Let 20 coulomb minus 10 coulomb plus 20 coulomb. Okay. Question says to you, find out the electrical intensity at center O. It is intersection point of the all medians, point O. So we will calculate in the same manner. Let the electrical intensity charge placed at 20 coulomb E1 by this one E2 and by this one E3. Let the length सबसे पहले, and then you will see the directions. First you calculate the magnitude values of E1, E2 and E3, and then you will find out the directions, and then by using the vector sum we will calculate the net electrical intensity at point O. So to determine the values of electrical intensity E1, E2 and E3, you should know the distance of vertex A, O, from A to O, from vertex B to O and C to O. All are equal. OA equal to OB equal to OC. All distances are same. You know this is angle because total angle is 60 degree. It is equal triangle, so it will be 30 degree. Let the side length of equal triangle 10 meter. So half of this 5 meter. We want to find out the OB. So from geometry of figure, OA of equal to OB equal to cos OB, cos theta, here theta is 30 degree, cos 30 equal to base BD upon hypotenuse OB. It is the base BD, it is hypotenuse OB, cos theta equal to base upon hypotenuse. So OB equal to BB divided by cos 30. Now OB equal to BD. How much? 5 cos 30 root 3 by 2. Root 2 will be here. Now the value of OB equal to 10 divided by root 3. Got it? Now E1 equal to KQ. Vacuum है 9 10 power 9 Q 20 or R square. This is the distance 100 and 3. Square of root 3 will be 3. It will come in at the numerator. 0 cancelled out. 3 2 is 6. 6 9 is 54. Adjust the power 8 Newton per coulomb. It is the value of E1, which will be at in the downward direction. It is point O and it is E1 because it is a positive charge. Positive charge, direction of electrical intensity away from the charge. Away from the charge. Now E2. E2 20 coulomb, same charge है. Distance same है. So E2 will be same. 54 10 power 8 Newton per coulomb because all parameters are same. Value of E3. Charge is just half. Charge is just half. So electric field intensity will be half of this. Otherwise you can calculate 9 in 10 power 9 K Q 10 pi R square 100 into 3. Cancel out 3 9 is 27. So it will be 27 10 power 18 Newton per coulomb. Now see the directions of E2. E1 in this direction. E2 will be in direction because these charges are all positive. It is positive, it is also positive, so direction away from the charge. It is the negative charge, so direction due to this charge will be in this manner. Okay. represent here. E2 will be in this direction and E3 will be in this direction. Right? Now we wish to calculate the net electric field intensity. So first we should calculate the electric field intensity resultant of the two vector quantities. In one first step you will add only two vector quantities because we have the addition formula for the two vector quantities. So by using this one formula, r equal to root of a square plus b square plus 2b cos of theta, we can calculate the resultant of E1 and E2. Resultant of E1 and E2, let E dash equal to root of complete angle 180 degree. This angle complete will be 180 degree, right? This angle is 90 degree. This is 30 degree. 90 plus 30, 120. Now this one 60 degree. How much? 60 degree. So this angle will be 120 degree. How much? 120 degree. So E1 is square plus E2 square plus twice of E1 E2 cos 120. Cos 120 value of 120 minus 1 by 2. So E dash, and you know from here E1 and E2 are same. Value of E1 E2, put down the values. 54 10 power 8 whole square plus 54 10 to the power 8 whole square plus 2. It will also be the whole square because both are same. 2 into 54 into 10 power 8 whole square into minus 1 by 2. 2 से 2 cancelled out and it is minus sign, so it will be minus value. So E dash equal to 54 10 to the power 8 whole square plus 54 10 to the power 8 whole square minus 54 into 10 power 8 whole square because of this minus sign. So E dash is 1 will be cancelled out. E dash is 54 10 to the power 8 Newton per Coulomb. The resultant of both will be go through the bisector of these two. Bisector of these two, E1 and E2. Total angle is 120. Bisector angle will be 60 degree from this and 60 degree from this. So now E dash and E3 are in same direction. Both are in the same direction. Resultant of E1 and E2 and E3 are in the same direction. So net electric field intensity at O equal to E dash plus E3 because both are in the same direction. 54 into 10 power 8 plus E3, value of E3 is 27 plus 10 power 8. Sorry, it is 8. 27 10 power 8. By adding, you can take the common. 27 into 10 power 8. What means here? 2 plus 1, 3. 3 7 ja 21. 3 2 ja 6. 2 8. 81 into 10 to the power 8 Newton per Coulomb. It is the electric field intensity at point O. If you want to write the direction, so direction of resultant electric field is from O to C. Direction क्या है? From O to C. Now we will learn the next question. We have given the concept view, how we determine the electric field intensity system of charges due to the point charge. Now one concept is remains electric field intensity due to the continuous charge distribution. Let's see in the next example. Let's see the next example. It is a ring of radius A on which charge Q is uniformly distributed. We wish to calculate the electrical intensity due to this ring at a distance x from its center at axial position. Question says to you, find out the electrical intensity at a distance x from the center at point P. So to solve this question, this is a ring. We will consider two small elements of this ring, right? This is the point P on which you want to determine the electric field intensity. The charge Q is uniformly distributed. We consider the two small elements of length dl, same length dl. The charge on these small elements, let dq, right? The electrical intensity due to these small elements at this point will be in this direction because both have the positive charges. Here it is also dq charge. Now let electrical intensity at point P by both of the small element is dE, dE1 and dE2. Let this angle is theta and it is also theta. So here will be the two components of dE1 and dE2. One will be in this direction of dE1, dE1 cos of theta, and here dE1 sin of theta. In the same manner, dE2 will also have the two components, dE2 sin theta and dE2 cos theta, right? What we consider? We consider two small elements of same length dl. Let charge on both is dq. What is the value of charge dq? Electric field intensity, charge की value same है दोनों जगह, तो electric field intensity to both of the charges will be also same. dE1 equal to dE2, dE2. Now electric field intensity due to small element AB, let dE1, the value of dE1 will be d k q by r square. So dE1 k dq by distance. Which distance? This one. Let it is r. It is the radius. It is a, and this distance is x. K q by k dq by e r square. It is the value of dE1. Similarly, dE2, electric field intensity due to the small element CD, dE2 k dq by r square, both will be same because it is also the radius and this distance is equal, so it will same. You can see from the equation 2 and first and 2, mod dE1 equal to mod of dE2. What represent this? It says to you the magnitude wise electric field intensity by this component and this component is same, but directions are not same. dE1 is dE1. Sorry, it is dE2. It is dE1 and it is dE2. So it is dE2 and it will be dE1. Direction wise, direction of dE1 is this and direction of dE2 is this. So direction is
not same. Both are different in directions. Mod E1 mod E2 are same, merit wise same है. To find net electric field intensity at P on resolving dE1 and dE2 into its components, you see here dE2 sin theta and dE1 sin theta डायरेक्शन वाइज अपोजिट है एंड मैग्नीट्यूड वाइज आप क्या है सेम इनटू इट्स कंपोनेंट वर्टिकल components are of same magnitude and in opposite direction. Hence, both d1 sin theta and d2 sin theta are cancelled out. Net electric field intensity at P is only due to the horizontal components dE1 cos theta and dE2 cos theta, right? अभी तो दो ही कंपोनेंट्स हैं, ऐसे बहुत सारे कंपोनेंट्स होंगे. सो नेट इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इंटेंसिटी एट P इक्वल टू इंटीग्रेशन dE1 cos ऑफ थीटा. अब आप ये देख रहे होंगे कि सर ने एक ही कंपोनेंट लिखा है dE1 cos थीटा, लेकिन दोनों सेम थे dE1 cos थीटा dE2 cos थीटा. तो ये इंटीग्रेशन जो लगा है ये सारे हॉरिजॉन्टल कंपोनेंट जितने भी आगे आने वाले हैं उन सबका क्या रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है, सम को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है, कंटीन्यूअस सम को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है यहाँ पे. ओके, सो आई हैव not written two components, I have written here all the components, all the horizontal components. Now put down the values of dE1 and cos theta. dE1 how much? dE1 k dq by r square, k dq by r square. Cos theta, determine the value of cos theta from the geometry of this figure. This angle theta, so it will also be theta. Cos theta based upon hypotenuse, that is x is the base and hypotenuse is r. Cos theta x by r, right? So E equal to integration k dq x by r. Here it is square, so one power will be increased x by r. Now to the common k x over r cube. All are the constant values. K is constant, distance x is also constant, r is also constant. Here variable, what is the variable? dq. So the value of dq will be total charge. What is the value of total charge? Q. The value of total charge is q. So answer is E equal to kx q by r cube. Now you can calculate the value of r from here. R is hypotenuse, value of perpendicular is a, and the value of base is x. So r equal to root of a square plus x square. Value of r is root of x square plus a square. So r equal to x square plus a square whole power 1 by 2, right? So we can write down the value of E in this way: k x cube over x square plus r square whole power कितनी है 3, 1 by 2 power 3 by 2, right? if x is very greater than a, x क्या है, बहुत बड़ा है a से, then you will, sorry, here it is a, you will leave the term a, so it will be x in power 3, one power will get reduced, so the answer will be equal to k q over x square, k q over x square. In which case, if x is very greater than a, right, this is the simplest way to calculate the net electric field intensity due to the uniformly charged ring. Got it students? समझ में आया सबको? दोबारा से देखें एक बार. मैंने केवल 2 small elements consider किए, AB and CD of same length. 2 small elements AB and CD are of the same length, dl. So electric field intensity at point P will also be same because the magnitude of charge is same, distance is same. So magnitude wise here mod dE1 and dE2 are same. You can see from the equation first and second, right? To find out the net electric field intensity at point P, we should resolve the electric dE1 and dE2 into its components. So we can see the vertical components are of same magnitude but in the opposite direction. That's why both are cancelled out. And the horizontal component dE1 cos theta and dE2 cos theta get add up. So net electric field intensity we will calculate by using this one, this term. You should remember, you could not write the value of E by summing both of these terms, dE1 cos theta plus dE2 cos theta. It is wrong because you consider only 2 components. There will be the infinite number of components of the ring, right? So net electric field intensity will be integration dE cos of theta. By substituting all these values, we will get the result E equal to k x q by r cube. By substituting the value of r, so this result is k q by x square. Got it? So if in the previous question, in this question, if total charge is not provided to you, if he says that it's a ring is uniformly charged with the charge density lambda, if he provide only the charge density lambda, then how will you calculate the electric field intensity? We will go through the same manner, same way, up to here, dq. Now you know what will be the value of dq by using the formula of linear charge density lambda equal to dq by dl, right? So what is the value of dq? dq equal to lambda into dl, right? So in integration, here in the integration it is dq, right? So E will be k x over r cube. In the integration at the place of dq, what will come? Lambda into dl. Lambda is constant. Lambda will become outside the integration. Kx lambda over r cube. Dl. Integration of dl. Now the integration in terms of the length. Length of the ring is circumference, that is 0 to 2 pi a. Now E equal to kx lambda into 2 pi a over r cube. You can see here lambda into 2 pi a is total charge because this is the net length, total length of the ring, and lambda is the charge density, so it is the total charge. So both results are same. It is the value of q. This one is the value of q. So if you have linear charge density, then your answer will be this, right? By substituting the value of r, you will got the answer in terms of x square plus a square, right? Let's see the next question. In this question, an electron E enters into the electric field, and when it enters into the electric field, it will experience the force because electron is a charged particle. When a charged particle placed in the electric field, then it will experience the force
which is will be given by this formula F equal to QE, right? So electron will also experience the force, let Fe. Charge on electron will be E. E, magnetic field intensity is given by E. So force experienced by the electron will be this. This force electron experience, but in which direction? In the direction of electric field intensity. Always charge particle experiences force in the direction of electric field intensity, right? So here, if the charge particle is positive, then it will experience the force in the direction of the electric field intensity, and if the charge particle is negative charged, then it will experience the force in the opposite direction of electric field intensity, right? So in this question, what will be the direction of electric field intensity? What will be the direction of electric field intensities? The direction of electric field intensity in this direction or in this direction? So guess what will be the direction of electric field intensity? In the upward direction or in the downward direction? I have told you direction of electric intensity from positive charge outward and from negative charge toward the negative charge, right? So you can guess here it is a positive charge and it is a negative charge. So direction of electric field intensity from positive charge to negative charge. So that it is the direction of electric field intensity, right? But electron is the negative charge particle. Positive charge particle experiences force in the electric field in the direction of electric field. Positive charge particle experiences always force in the direction of the electric field, but negative charge particles always experiences force in the opposite direction of electric field intensity. Negative charge particle हमेशा electric field direction की opposite direction of force experience करते हैं. So here electron will experience the force in this direction. Question asked to you, what is the angle by theta by which it will be comes out? How we will calculate the value of theta? By using this one. Electron will go through this path, right? When electron strike here, it will travel some horizontal distance, which will be the base, right? It will also travel vertical distance. It will also travel vertical distance, so it will be the perpendicular. You can calculate easily horizontal distance by simply multiplying speed into time. It enters in electric field by the velocity of v0. So here distance traveled by electron in horizontal equal to, let x equal to v0 into t. T is the time in which the electron will comes out from the electric field intensity. Now vertical distance, how will we calculate the vertical distance? Because in vertical motion electron will experience the acceleration, because here it is a force. So what will the value of acceleration? AE, force divided by mass, small e, capital E divided by m. M is the mass of electron. You can write down with the m suffix e. So vertical distance traveled by the electron v0, vertical direction में initial velocity electron की क्या है? 0. Vertical direction, because it is the horizontal velocity of the electron. When it will go through this electric field, then it will travel the vertical distance with the help of the acceleration. So initial velocity is 0. S equal to ut plus half of at
square second kinematic equation u0. So this term is 0. S equal to ut plus half of at square. Now 0, S equal to ut plus half. Value of a acceleration, small e capital E divided by me into t square. Right? This is the vertical distance traveled by the electron. It is small e capital E divided by 2 me into t square. Right? Angle theta, tan theta equal to base upon perpendicular upon base. It is theta, perpendicular, base is the horizontal distance. Horizontal distance is v0t, right? Vertical distance, small e capital E t square 2me, right? So theta will be tan inverse small e capital E t square, horizontal distance v0t, one power will be cancelled out, small e capital E into t divided by 2 v0 me. If t equal to 1 second, then it will reduce and theta will be small e into capital E divided by 2v0 into me, right? So with the help of this concept, you can calculate the value of theta. All students, so आज हमने कंप्लीट किया है टोटल न्यूमेरिकल कॉन्सेप्ट्स को related to the electric field intensity. If you have any query, then you go through comment box and send me the problems. Solve all problems with the help of these concepts. All the best. Thank you.